are doing my No Pan Left Behind update. Very excited. I actually have 3 palettes rolled into this project right now because I was very close to finishing up 1 or 2 palettes. So I was like, let's roll in a 3rd one last time. But I'm glad that I did because I actually have 2 palettes that I have finished now and completed, and so I can roll in a new palette to replace them. So let's catch you up. I have been working on the Makeup Revolution Enchanted Icon for a few months now. This actually took me this took me a lot longer to finish than I expected. So when I did my update last month, I only had 1 shade left to go, which was this one right here, and I actually have done it now. So this one, I've gone into all of the shades, which is obviously the goal. Sometimes I could go into the shade multiple times if I want to, but I think for this palette, I've only gone into all of them at least once. But anyway, I will, as I go through the video, put up on the screen like my uses and everything, and like when I use them, like the month. But yeah, pretty sure I've only gone into these all once. And I think it's taken me like 3 months for this one, but this one is done and I am rolling it out. I'm super, super, super excited to be able to just use the shades of my palette. I told you, I think in the last video, this is like one of my favorite projects that I'm doing at the moment. It's just more enjoyable for me and it has less pressure than hitting pan, which I really, really appreciate because I've been trying to hit pan on shades for 6 years now, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Well, maybe not 6 years, but 5.5 years. So moving on, we have the Dancing in the Sky from GlossGods. So this one was rolled in, I think, a couple months ago, or has it just been a month? I don't remember, but this is really beautiful, very, very green. It's an all shimmer palette, and I obviously just need to use all the shades once, and I have done that now. So as of last update, I had only 4 shades left to use, and I have been able now to use them. I'm not gonna lie, I used them in my eye look today, so I was able to do that today. But it's fine. I actually have quite a lot of shades on my eyes today, but no, that's not true. 3 I went in today, 1 of them I went into yesterday. So the shades that I needed to go into are this one, this one, this one, and also this one. I thought this was a shade that I need to go into this month, so I did go into it yesterday, but I've ended up going into it twice, which is fine. It's not a big deal, but I have finally now used all the shades in this palette for this project, and I'm very excited. I almost hit pan in this as well today, but as you can see, there's no pan, which is a shame. That would have been really cool to be able to just be like, ha, and I have a pan. But I'm very happy that I'm not continuing to neglect this palette. It is just as beautiful as I have claimed and remembered it to be. It is definitely a standout palette in my collection. Oh, wow. These are some of the best shades that I have ever experienced in my life. In my life, they're so beautiful, and they're so different too. They're like not all green, right? So look at that. They're not all green. They're different shades of green. You have this one, which is purpley blue, and it's more of a lighter topper shade, but absolutely stunning, just stunning. Why do I swatch everything? Because it's too pretty not to. So anyway, this palette I have used, and it's going back in my drawers. Hopefully I don't neglect it for another couple of years. But yeah, this one I've done as well. So that's 2 palettes that I have now finished for this project. And then last month, I did roll in this one, which is from Cosmic Beauty. It's the Lovers. And, you know, I've kind of been, you know, a little bit iffy about this one. I think it's just more of a color story thing for me. I think the quality is beautiful. I keep saying that. So I have used quite a bit of this palette. I would say I've used about half of it so far since I rolled it in. So I've done a decent job. So the shades that I went into are... let me just figure this one out because this is a little tricky. Okay, so I went into this one, I went into this one, and this one. I went into these 3 shades here. I also went into this one, and then this one here, but didn't go into any of the ones on the bottom. So it's a little bit tricky, this one, because obviously it's kind of elongated, this palette, and if I go like this I'll just get all confused as to which ones I've gone into. So we're gonna hold it like this. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's not that I don't like it at all. I've been pretty vocal. There's just a few shades over here that I'm not a huge fan of the actual color itself, but I've made it work for me, and I think I've done some pretty looks. So yeah, this one obviously staying in. I still need to use the rest of the shades that I haven't used. I'm wondering if it's a bad idea to roll in another palette, because I am working on a lot of palettes, but I am going to do it anyway. I think I'm just going to go against my better judgment, and we're going to be rolling in another palette to replace it, so that, you know, I could just keep this rolling, because I quite like how fast this is going too. I really like the, yeah, I like this project. So I'm going to pick it. I'm not doing random palettes for this one. So the palette that I have chosen is my What's a Beauty Dragon's Eye palette. I just want to have a little bit more fun with this one, and I think this is really pretty for spring, and I'm desperate for spring to start. So this is probably a little bit ahead of its time, but I'm sort of, I'm trying to manifest spring at the moment, right? So I'm going to roll this one in. I think it's a good time of year for me to maybe start looking at these shades. And so yeah, this one is being rolled in, and we'll see if I get to use any of them. I think it's a very interesting palette, and I just want to have some fun with some pops of color. And also I have a lot of green in other projects. This one does have some sort of yellowy green bits and has this green here, but this green is very purple as well. It's a very big duochrome. So aside from those shades, I feel like this still adds something different to what I'm already currently working on. And I think it will work really nicely with some of the other palettes that I have floating around. So anyway, I'm going to be rolling this one in. There's no other reason to it. I still have yet to finish redoing my spreadsheet. So, you know, I don't even know what my totals are. I'm trying to redo as much as I possibly can based on the information that I have, but I still have yet to do it. It's taken hours to do. So I'm like avoiding it. But so I don't know, quite honestly, like how much use I have on this anymore, because I've lost it for the most part. So we're just starting fresh with everything. So anyway, yeah, want to do No Pan Left Behind with this one, and also obviously finish the Lovers for next time. I'm not going to finish this one next time, but it would be nice to be able to finish the Lovers by next update. But the way that I'm going, I think it's working really nicely, so I don't see it being an issue. But anyway, yeah, that is my little short and sweet update for my No Pan Left Behind. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't add pictures to these videos because I usually add the pictures that I do take to the video where I'm like, these are all the palettes that I use in the month. So I save the pictures for that. So I know some people add pictures to these updates, but I'm not one of them. I'm sorry if that is not what you want. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video regardless, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.